Hello, merry gentlemen, and welcome to the Anfield boot room. The date is the 16th of December 2023. Some stuff has happened since I last left you at the Double Cup final. It's all good. We've generally been a bit of a wrecking ball in the Premier League, which is what I like to see. Also in the Champions League. So getting through the likes of Southampton, Reading, Sergio Marolda, doing extortionately well in his first game, and not really that much since, I don't think. But we'll get to that. I'll do a quick squad progress update. So yeah, doing well against generally everyone. Man City managed to get 2 goals against us, which Domenico Berardi has finally been amazing. So yeah, he scored nearly as many goals in like 3 months as he did the whole of last season, and more than the season before. But yeah, that's not surprising. It was in the next game that it really peed me off that they managed to score 2, because their penalty wasn't a penalty. Because the press told me afterwards, and I complained about it, and no one said anything. So that's how I know. But yeah, but we still managed to smash them, so that was good. We lost 2-1 against Fulham. Obviously, you can see they got a penalty. They had 2 shots on target. Come on, guys. 20 shots, 3 clear-cut chances, 2 off the woodwork, and we lose 2-1. Very frustrating. You'll see I also had Sejun Bayaz. I still don't really know how to say his name. I might nickname him something like, Turkish Bay. But yeah, so that I started him full of youthful hubris, and I lost the game. And annoyingly, who had a really good game in their goal was a goalie that I used to have in my books. Frustrating. Man of the match, of course, someone that I've sold them. Playing up front, of course, someone that I've sold them. I sell too many players. But yeah, so we lost for the first time, and that our unbeaten run had stretched back to, let's look, so it was like kind of 60 or so games, and the one before that had stretched back to, yeah, probably quite a few games. So that it was frustrating to lose to Fulham because they're not very good. But I tried, and then went on to smash Besiktas 6-1. Leyton Orient, God knows what they're doing in the Premier Division. They are awful, and Nigel Pearson said that I had too many foreign players, and then I just laughed at him because all of his best players are foreign, and all of his captain is French, for God's sake, and he's also terrible. So I just didn't even say anything, I don't think. We then went on smashy left and right. Hull we only beat 2-1, thank God. Miguel Lopez won goal of the month for this goal. I don't know is it worth seeing. Oh, but you'll see there they had 1 shot on target. I had 31 shots. Is it worth seeing? No, I'll tell you what, it's not worth seeing. Basically, it's a long range pile driver in the last minute, and I genuinely cheered because I'm a loser. So yeah, breezing through in the Capital One Cup as well, scoring loads of goals in the Champions League. I got the record last season for the most goals scored in the Champions League. I think I'm going to do it again, because as you can see, I beat Besiktas 8-1, which is insane, really. And that was a backup team. Vitalino Adolfo, subject of one of my squad projects, or SkwdPrgs, because it should be SkwdPrgs, but that doesn't really work. SkwdPrgs is fine because it's also his progress. He's now a competent central defence midfield. Scored a hat-trick in that game. All of them pile drivers, which was so crazy. Where are we talking? Oh yeah, Besiktas. Yeah, Derby netted 2 against us. I didn't really understand how or why, but you can see I'm doing the usual pretty dominant thing. But you might have noticed, and I'll review this. Obviously, when you look at my squad, there are some some interesting names about. Yeah, this one again, I should have beaten Tottenham. Smallsy scored against me. He has very good finishing. Very good finishing. He is. I wonder if he's a clinical striker. No, just a striker, but that's fine. I've become a little bit obsessed with clinical strikers. Yeah, then so we're actually filming because of the Club World Championship final, which I breezed through, beating Leon of Mexico. I beat them 9-0. Lining up for Leon was, of course, James McLean, who had an absolute. Well, I mean, he wasn't the worst player on the pitch, but yeah, isn't that funny, James McLean? Wow, random. Funny though. What a travelling guy. And now we've got the final against Al Ali. I thought we'd play a double header, so Al Ali, and then play Everton in the Capital One Cup quarter final, because it's also vital that we win that game, because we have to win everything. Everything. So that's good. But yeah, we've been going well. The last bit of business I did before the transfer window slammed shut was obviously bringing some of these guys. They're my standard youth guys. They just pop up whenever. But one actual signing, 12.5 million, Ricardo Esparza, and here he is. So his value has, of course, skyrocketed to 29 million. He is a clinical striker. Woo-woo! Because I love clinical strikers now, apparently. I've unlocked the secret of the whole game is to just have clinical strikers. So dribbling 18, finishing 20, heading 17, long shots 15, passing 15. He's even got quite good work rate and teamwork. Off the ball 18, decisions 16, composure 16, anticipation 16. Not great acceleration, but I'm working on it. Great agility and balance, and also great pace. I'm working on his acceleration and first touch. Particularly, I want to improve. But he is awesome. Where would such a player come from, you might say? And the correct answer would be, he's a player I already had. So I signed him because he was looking rather tasty and full of potential. He went out on loan and did really well. And for 3 whole seasons, he sat on the bench and played in the under-21s because he wasn't quite good enough to play in the first team games, but somehow couldn't get a loan ever, which was really frustrating. I did the first of my big clear-outs last season and just had to flog him for anything. He did pretty well in his first season, but it was literally just playing games. So he's done really well in his second season. He managed to play 30 games in a season, and suddenly all of his stats went blub, 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 blub. So they've skyrocketed, basically. And so I bought him for, kind of double what I sold him for. So in total, with this guy, I've spent like 15 million, but then I've got back like 8 million. And he's a genius. So that's good. Obviously, you can see 10 starts, 15 goals. Pretty good, pretty good. He's got 4 assists as well and 4 man of the matches. So basically, this is that tale of, if you just let them sit there, they're wasting their time, really, and you're ruining players. But they can recover, and I'm very glad he recovered. He fits into my team very nicely. He's a big game player, both-footed, which is great. He can really hit them, obviously, but he does have a bit of creativity as well. So I'm raving about this guy. And that enabled me. I was trying to rejig my front line. Messi's end up staying in the end, but Carlos Baiano has gone for 50 million. I think that might be then going up to 60 after he scores some goals or something. So if we compare the two, this BY. So Esparza, so they're the same. Esparza's better in the air. He's better technically. He's better attacking. He's better creatively. He's a wee bit slower. He's better physically. And Baiano was on 160 grand a week, whereas Esparza comes in 52 grand a week. And so it just works, guys. It just works. I love Baiano. He's a legend. He's a Liverpool. I think he's Liverpool icon as well. He's played so well. Hardly played last season, and that just killed me because he's so good. I'm sure he'll end up on the Paris Saint-Germain transfer list as soon as I say anything. But yeah, he's so good that someone is the next him in the game. So that's how good he is, and I've sold him for 50, 60 million. So that's fine. But balancing the books, isn't it? So to look at the squad, I'm trying to give Bears a few games, but he's not brilliant. Jorn Deckers, he actually suffered a little bit, as did all of my Dutch players. So he's taken a slight hit in attributes because Holland won something. They won the Nations League in the summer, so it actually seemed to knock out all the players. So they beat my French team 2-1 in extra time. We were nowhere near that. They were dominant, and Kishner had about 100 chances before he finally scored one, which was disappointing. And then they beat England 3-0 in the final. Memphis scored 2 because he's an absolute genius. But yeah, you might also notice that I'm not France boss anymore. I was not fired. I resigned because it just got a bit boring, to be honest, because I didn't really like any of the players that much. So even if we won, it was like, yeah, all right, I've got to pick another team, and it just came up to like I had to pick a team to for an international break to play Israel and Moldova, and I just kind of thought, I thought that the point of international management is you can forget about it until the games, and the games are fun. That's how I was looking at it, and yeah, I was just like, no, the game's not being fun anymore, guys. But that's fine. Right. So Strong Pete doing a good job. Vitalino Adolfo's played some games. He's my squad prog in this defensive area to try and get him to be a defensive midfielder. Obviously, he's great. He has picked up a few injuries. As you can see, he might have a problem with injuries. They have not been too bad so far, but yeah, just this season you've got food poisoning and a groin strain, which, I mean, there's no crossover there, but well, hopefully. But yeah, everyone's doing pretty well. Vesely's there. Vachka's got injured straight away, which I don't know if he's injury prone. No, but he got injured straight away, so he hasn't played at all. That's fine. In defensive midfield, Miguel Lopez is playing really well. Has such a high standard. They said he wasn't going to get any better, obviously because he's 18, but they've even said he got a bit better, but he's still inconsistent. But at the minute, he isn't. He's doing really well. So his development is coming along nicely. Tarcisio is the odd one out currently. I wanted him to go out on loan, but he hasn't managed it. So he'll just sit there, unfortunately. All right, who else is here? Emiliano Heskey broke his leg on international duty. I've had a few real big hitting injuries, which have not been terribly helpful. Ali Samir was injured and came back and has been on stunning form ever since. He's still fairly inconsistent, which is annoying, but 7 games, 15 assists. What is that? 15 assists? It's madness. And there's been loads when we were beating Besiktas, however many we beat Besiktas by, but he got loads there. Andre Luiz, trying to integrate him to the first team. I think that was a bit of a squad prog. I should really give these numbers, but I do, that involved being organised. He's a flying winger, brilliant technically, very fast. Unfortunately, his attributes are going down now for some reason. But he's been great, scoring goals as well, so that's good. 12 starts, 5 goals, 5 assists. Can't argue with that. My young lads. So you got Zamuri, who's been injured. He's been all right. He's fine. Giacomo Miranda, who's just come in. I think he could be wonderful. So he's 6'3", obviously, for a winger. Very good technically. Looks a nice shape. If that just expands, he'll be a regular. It'd be great if he was actually the same as Memphis. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, look at that. Can't argue with that, can you? So he's going to do well. Mollard also got injured. but I think he is a bit, might have a problem with injuries. So, funny enough, the players who might have problems with injuries get injured. He's been doing well though anyway. So all is happy in the attacking midfield space. And then up front is where you've got the old Marolda and Esparza coming in. So Marolda scored 4 goals in one game and then didn't score for like ages, which was really rubbish. So I haven't even got on the form anymore, the game that he scored 4 goals in. And then just didn't score. So I kept having to sub him because he was playing rubbish. Now he's picked up a little bit more recently. But yeah, so my faith in him to be unbelievable. I mean, he's got 7 in 7 starts. Let's not get wrong. So he's been not brilliant. Esparza's been unbelievable. Arilaga's been unbelievable, making up for Tall Nick, who, considering he displaced Messi from the team last season and scored 40 odd goals in a single season, is doing a 2-for-1. So he's started 14 games, scored 7 goals, 6 assists. But yeah, I've had to take him off in some big games because he was not doing his job. Man City played poorly in both Man City games and against Arsenal. Not good enough, mate. Not good enough. But here we've got Zvonimir Zaja. Oh, I don't know. But he's scored a few goals, which is comforting because apparently he's going to be really good. And he's got big games and consistent. Which is nice. Obviously, at the minute, he's not all that impressive, so I'm hoping he's going to take jumps and leaps at some point. But there we are. Right, I tell you what, we'll do the 2 games, and then we'll do some funny names at the end. I've set up my team to, I believe, will absolutely smash this game, so it'll be good, and hopefully still have some energy at the end to then smash Everton 3 days later or something insane. As you can see, all of the top scorers are me. That's because this competition is weird, though, so it's not their fault. Right, so I'm going to go about this in the way I would go about any other game because, I've already checked out and scouted their team, but they might have got some weird, random regen-y people in, like this guy, who is fine, but I'm still going in hard on him. And this guy, actually, yeah, maybe we shouldn't go in hard on those two. Because they are, I mean, for one, they're not even real. But for 2, they're not that good. So they can stay on the pitch. He's all right. Adel Masood. So yeah, playing. He's bad. Anyone on the bench who can come on and make a difference? He's all right. My apologies for this. Magdi Maruz. For this meticulousness. It is how I do things, what I'm famed for, how I find it most effective to be. But yeah, I get that it's not like that pleasant to watch, especially when I should really be winning this game an insane amount to 0. So yeah, and they're no mugs. They got some alright players. They do alright in the Championship. They'll probably win League One. But let's not get too overconfident. I expect nothing but a win from this match. Yes, please. Right, we've got a bit of a mix of this is mostly my absolute top line, to be fair. So let's go Power Rangers. Where did that come from? Didn't even like Power Rangers when I was young. Milton, whip the ball in, mate, or just get tackled. That's fine. Whatever. I don't care. I'm easy. This looks like a good opportunity to break. Up to Tall Nick. Tall Nick through to Vladimiros, who smashed it wide. Fine. Cool. These guys are good goal. Dirty Sanchez. Superb stuff. In off the underside of the bar. An assist by Memphis because he's a good lad. He knows what he's doing. So Memphis pings it in. Sanchez, the keeper, just stuck there, which is all good. That's 2-0. So we've had 2 shots on target, 2 goals in the first 10 minutes. Al Ali will have their work cut out now. Ain't that the truth? Nice little clipped ball in there. And Origi just kind of looked to cushion it into the back of the net with a weird head movement. Yeah, to be honest, if they score, I mean, I won't like overly mind, but it won't be brilliant. Just for my general confidence and reputation. Tall Nick through to Origi. Oh, yeah, no. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Right, okay, that'll be a corner of all the outcomes there. I didn't think a corner would be one of them, but let's go. Adair, Vladdy, Memphis, chip that in. Pogba. Oh, lovely stuff from Pogba. Abdel Rahim Fouad. And then someone else has got a yellow card. What? I didn't see what someone got a yellow card. I presume protesting, but I don't know. Origi, can he make it 3? Good lad. Gvok, Gvok, Gvok. I can't imagine what the cop's song for Divock Origi would be, but he, like me, I am club legends. We are club legends, because Divock Origi has been at the oh my God, he's missed an open goal. Wow, just as I was telling everyone what a legend he is. What a twazek. I'm sure he'll score again, hopefully. I realise on reflection, so last time when we played in the Club World Championship, I didn't put my best players in the squad, and they all got really upset. So this time I put my best players in the squad. I won the semi-final, whatever it was, 8-0. I'm 3-0 up in the final. I'm thinking, obviously you want to make sure you win, because technically this is the pinnacle of club football. Technically, it's the pinnacle of world club football. Maybe. Go on. Ah, man. You lost it now. That miss of an open goal shatters his confidence. So yeah, you want to make sure you win, but at the same time, I don't think it takes that much. Oh, Milton, yes. Milton hardly ever scores. You'd think he actually has unbelievable. He's got an unbelievable goal record for England. If he played up front, I'm sure he would score a lot. And I have played him up front sometimes, but he doesn't tend to do all that well. I don't know why. I haven't quite cracked it. But his goal scoring stats are unbelievable. He should be scoring loads. Same as Memphis, actually. So Memphis got Player of the Month at the start of the season because he scored 4 goals in 3 games or something, 2 free kicks within that as well. And that was as many as he scored all of last season. So I do have incredibly technically able wingers, but most of the time they're using their technical ability to do, oh, that would have been a great goal, to do other stuff, kind of run and cross it, which I'm a fan of, big fan. Right. Good. 4-0 up, nearly half time. Happy with that. Tall Nick is annoying me that he's not scoring really, because he should. But yeah, well done, Milton. Happy with you. Right, ping that in. Adair, Divock. No, Divock is destroyed now. And there was one game, I'm sure it was one of the games I drew, maybe. I forgot to bring attention to it at the moment. But it was I had 30 shots and 5 were on target. And it was genuinely, it was Tall Nick's fault. He was doing that a lot, heading over. He's as tall as the bar, you just have to head it down. Right, well done. Don't let your thing drop. And Paul, can you just calm it, mate? Just chill out, you beggar, you mad beggar. You weren't that good with 4-0 up. Defense, you weren't that good. But everyone's pretty happy. Everyone's pretty focused. Do I need to save anyone particularly for the Everton game? Let's bring on Emperor Nero for the old one-time Gill. It's good to rest him up. He's a good player. Yeah, let's go with that. And Emperor Nero, always good. He's learnt that central defensive midfield as just an option because he's going to be, a player that's going to be around for me for the next. Yes, Tall Nick, that's the one, my lad. Yeah, Emperor Nero is going to be around for the next 10 years for me or so. He's a great player. So I wanted him to be quite flexible, which is what I tend to go for, and hopefully what I tend to create. And unfortunately, then I sell a lot of them on. But these kind of very able, very good flexible players who can genuinely do basically anything, and it then stresses me out that they go on and have absurd success. Like Gerson is getting all sorts of awards playing for Valencia at the minute, and as soon as I called it out that he could play for England, Brazil gave him caps. So he's got 3 Brazil caps and 1 goal now. He's been in Team of the Month countless times. God, Jesus. Well, that's good. So we've hit the woodwork twice as well. But Tornit's got another one, so happy days. Good. I want him to get back into the swing of scoring ridiculous, insane amounts of goals, because that's what he was doing last season. And Messi just isn't as good anymore. Like, people were interested. I was going to sell him. I thought, no, I'll keep him just in case. Great save, Wesley. I'll keep him just in case it turns out that, the tall Nick is a lie and it was just form. Oh, dear me. I should just say, honestly, the opposite of whatever I think is going to happen. Divock Origi's a legend. He misses an open goal. Tall Nick hasn't scored much recently. He pings in that. Come on. It's a fucking outrage. Pogba has been so unlucky with his long shooting. He hits them so nicely, and you can kind of tell. Obviously, like that was a good hit. But yeah, he doesn't score that many goals. But again, he's absurdly technical and could score loads of goals if I played him in that sort of position. But I need his technical expertise deeper, because he just is really chill on the ball and stuff like that, which I really like. Oh, nearly did it again. Absolute outrage. Right, well, while you watch, I am going to take a sip of the old drink. And when I say a sip, I mean a glug, because, I don't do things by halves. Oh, there we go again. There he goes again on his own. Well, the second half has really been his opportunity to shine. Oh, that was... You've got to be questioning the goalkeeper after something like that. Right, I'm going to make a change on 60 minutes to, again, keep people fresh. I need to win the Everton game to keep the whole dream alive. It looks like, I don't want to say it too early, but it looks like we're going to win this one. So that's good. Oh, sorry, I needed that and tried to do it as far away as possible. I'm not sure it worked, but it's fine. Right, good defending there. Out to Memphis, who does not catch on to that weird pass. Right, there we go. Let's get Pogba off. Yeah. So who else? So I'm quite happy to play Ali Samir in the next game, in fact. Let's take Tall Nick off for Arrilaga. And Tall Nick can play in the next game as well. Right, lovely stuff. So now, having made all my subs at 60 minutes, I subscribe to making your subs in a staggered way and only using the third one vaguely late on in the game, like about 65, 70 minutes, because I think there's a thing in the game that if you've used all 3 of your subs, gives you an injury, and I subscribe to that because I tend not to see. I'll say that now. I tend not to finish the game with 10 men because I've used my subs inappropriately. It's on 64 minutes. That will come out, but I did it all on 60, so that's what I think probably the line is. If you do it before about 65, 70, you invite an injury and it screws you up. Whereas I feel like if I get an injury in this game, I'll probably still win, guys. I think with the 8-goal advantage. Oh, Ramon Arque almost getting in there. Considering he's an absolute defensive beast, that would have been quite unexpected. Right, lovely. At this moment, I could try and get them to just sit on the halfway line. But I think actually they like it when the other team push up and then there's a bit of space in behind. I reckon, what? Was that a 1-2? Was that a 1-2 across the 6-yard box from a corner? Like, Did we practice that? So Memphis, Dirty Sanchez, Eder, Dirty Sanchez, mental. They've been practicing that one for a cup final. I mean, that is absurd. 9-0. I imagine their keeper's probably pretty crap as well, so it's not all the team's fault. Right, let's go back to this slightly nicer viewing. There we go. Arca, can you get in on it? Dirty Sanchez, no. Dirty Sanchez not going to swing a leg there. Good ball. Memphis, Nero. It's just, I mean, the stats on this game. They've had 2 shots, one of which was on target. We've had 49 shots. Yeah, I think next season, fingers crossed, touch wood, if I win the Champions League, I think I will be supplying a not full strength squad to this competition. Because it's... I don't want to say it's easy, but Emperor Nero nearly scored, and he... What? Oh my god, I thought they were about to score. How did they not manage to get a shot out of that in the stats? They nearly bloody scored. Oi, oi. Come on, Milton. Keep the intensity up, mate. 55 shots, 22 on target, 4 off the woodwork, 8 clear-cut chances. Oh dear. Funny stuff. Oh, Aralaga's not scored, he's been excellent this season, so that would be a shame if he doesn't manage to grab one. This could be the opportunity, though. No, Vladimiros. Has he scored? Because he's shot a lot, that's for sure. I'll have a look at the stats as to the... Go on, Aralaga. Oh, you lad. Scored like that one like that the other week. But yeah, this is good. This is good. I wonder who's got all the assists. I wonder, 1, who the most wasteful player was, and 2, who provided all the assists. Yeah, well done, lads. So when it's a proper final win, I'll go passionate and then assertive in the follow-ups. And everyone seems to like that mostly. So Dirty Sanchez got 2 goals. Eder got that assist from the 2-1, obviously. The 1-2, rather. Memphis, 2 assists. Milton, 2 assists. Vladimiros, 1 assist and no goals. What was he there for? Origi, 2 assists, 2 goals. Tornik, 4 goals. None of the subs did anything. Most of them were central defensive midfielders, to be fair, so that's fine. And now, most wasteful, it's got to be Vladimiros. Oh no, they just showed all 4 of his shots, all 4 of which didn't go on target. Origi had 16 shots, 6 on target, 2 goals. So actually, Tornik was clinical compared to Origi. Jesus. So there you go. Araloa, 7 shots. Well, you know, his next 4 shots might all have been goals. Anyway, so that's a nice final win there. Tornik gets top scorer. Happy days. The stats, they don't lie. I wonder how the 3rd place playoff went. No doubt we'll find out. Velez beat Leon. That's fair enough. I thought, to be honest, Velez would beat Al Ahly because, I mean, they are better. So let's see. They got 4.5 stars, and Al Ahly have 3.5. So I mean, they should have beaten them, but whatever. Yep, good. I wonder if that's the... Can we see... Oh, this is weird. Why is it? I just want to see... Oh, past winners, there you go. Oh, it doesn't tell you the scores. Boo. Oh, right. I want to see whether I'm the records. Most times winner. Highest scoring game? No. Bears. What? Where's the biggest win? That's what I'm all about. What is this? Results. There you go. Biggest win. Well, the biggest win each season is just... How do these work? Right. I'm not. Biggest win, mate. Biggest win. Right, okay. There we go. We've established that is bloody stupid. Anyway, so now we've got hold of that twice, which is good. Olympique Marseille unaccountably won the Champions League in between. Fine, lots of goals. Tornick man of the match. Origi, Tornick and Milton were good. The club, hang on, the board are pleased. How pleased? The board are 60% pleased. We won it 9-0. Are you mad? Ah, oh, Jesus. Anyway, let's not go there. I'm beginning to slowly hate our board, and they don't build me a stadium. Build me a stadium, you fools. You've been in charge. I love it here. Winning the Club World Championship once is a big enough achievement, but you've won it multiple times now. Yeah, I love it. I love it because it's so easy. Yeah, we were great. Yeah, we were great. Is this going to be another year we were great? With the strength of the team, was it a foregone conclusion? Yeah. Usually I don't say that because I like to keep it humble, but Valles were the best team, and even they weren't that good. Yeah, we're going to be great. There's a rumour that Milton's going to leave. No way. The fans love him. He's playing in a team that lets him perform like that. I can't see why Milton would want to leave. Cool. Oh yeah, I said I wanted another affiliate, which is nice. Hamager continues the Liverpool tradition. We got 3 million. Excuse me. The board are keen to impress on Hamager that whilst winning competition for a second time is impressive individual feat, celebration should be kept to a minimum for that the club may focus fully on future challenges. But they're going to say that when I win something at the end of the season as well. It's not going to make sense. Steven Gerrard praises me. Good. Tall Nick, clinical striker. So I got Tall Nick, clinical striker. Ricardo Esparza, clinical striker. I want to develop more clinical strikers. They're all excellent. So Barcelona boss is looking at Memphis, Adair, Paul Pogba, Milton, Divock Origi, Tall Nick, One Town Gill. Be great if he was looking at one Al Ali player as well. That would make me laugh so much. Cool. So top scorer and top assists. That's very nice. Happy days. Cool. Okay, and just 3 days until the next one. Good. Okay, I'll come back to these. None of them are particularly amazing, so it's fine. Liverpool set record for Club World Championship goals. Wow. Set by What? Wow, that's mental. Do they have any players? Oh, they do. They just don't want to make any of them captain. That's weird. 18 goals, whereas the previous record was 10. Good. Blitz's for goals in one game. Fine, that's good. Oh, some of these are funny names. Well, Luke Calburn. That's a funny name. Yeah, these guys, I'm just going to add you on for another 6 months because I can't be bothered to look at you right now. Chininia, which of course means small chin. Yeah, this guy actually is one of the best finishers on the whole game. He's 21, 17 on finishing, 17 on composure, 17 off the ball, but kind of everything else isn't very good. So he looks like an arrow, but he still scores goals. So I kept an eye on him from very early on. But yeah, he ain't that good. Dirty Sanchez wins best player. I mean, he did score 2 in the final. Did he play in the semi? I don't think many players played in both legs, actually, because I played my backups in the semi. But there you go. Oh, Vladimiros, they said, was excellent, despite the fact he got no goals and no assists. Funny old game. This guy's, yeah, he's good. Fine. The Mind 18s are playing Gillingham. That's fine. This is all good. Hopefully good. Oh, wow. So this is a reversing fortunes. Stoke are up in 5th. Derby are doing terribly. Derby were amazing last season. Hopefully Arsenal will drop some points as well. Can we get a... Nope. Fine. Kamara. He's one I like. Because he is a powerful striker. I want one of those as well. He's good as well. I nearly bought him a long time ago, but he was inconsistent. A long time ago, he was inconsistent. But he's not been it for ages now. He managed to shrug it off, which is good. And he's not. I think he's going to stop improving, so he's just going to be one of the world's best strikers, not the world's best striker. I mean, if we compare him to the likes of lanky old Nick there, lanky Nick has him. But you know, he's a good guy, Kamara. You know, why not? I should have really just signed him for the name alone. Oh yeah, Brendan Rodgers got sacked. It'd be funny if Mazzari goes to Chelsea. Actually, yeah, who were they saying? Roberto Donadoni, who just got, I'm sure he just got sacked from somewhere else. Cara, and then also Frank Lampard, who's at Crystal Palace. John Terry's also floating around as a manager. I'm sure he just got appointed to Southampton, which is funny. Yeah, Gerson's doing amazingly. Yeah, I mean, he's played 25 games already, which is more than he's played for us in the last, like 5 years. So fair play. Yeah, those guys are okay. Neymar's still pretty good. He's knocking about. He's 31 now. He is good though. He's a good guy. I wonder if Santos and Barcelona has a preference to play for Santos and Barcelona. Would not like to play in any of those. I don't say England, so you probably could have got him to come if you so wanted to. Cool. Oh, more players off the. Right, again, I'll just add these on for 6 months because I can't really be bothered to do my due diligence. They'll just pop up again in a while, and if anyone tries to buy them, I will know. Right, Esparza. Come on, man. There's a lot of football still to come. Yeah, shut your mouth. You didn't play for like 3 consecutive seasons and you didn't complain once. Oh, Samir, come on, I'm going to play you in the next game, man. A lot of football still to be played, lads, so shut your mouth. I've got a series of go-to responses, but that's a good one. Balotelli, club icon, recalls it. Yes, good lad. Is he still scoring goals over at Southampton? Oh, not so much this season. Oh, wow, he's really... Even his finishing's gone down. Jesus. Southampton, who are managed by John Terry. Classic. Devante Parker. Wow. I literally never even heard of him as an actual player. He's been playing for Mainz for... It's probably Klopp's best mate. Oh, funny enough, Klopp who used to manage Everton. Funny. Moyes, who... Oh, right, yeah, he's Everton manager again now. I forget these things. Hamouche. They're not playing him. Oh, well, I'll just recall him in January. That's fine. Fantastic record against David Moyes. Let's just not say anything. Divock Origi could be World Player of the Year. Yeah, he's great. I don't tend to reply to mind gamey things. Will you be changing the team? Nah. I'm confidently quite. I only say things when there's a clear-cut positive outcome. I don't feel pressure. Football isn't pressure. There are plenty of other things to be worried about in the real world. Yeah, Gary Keefe, get your head out of your arse. You've got to have passion in these games. It's all about how you channel it, like into the back of the net. Our net. No, their net. Oh, Jesus. Their net. Idiot. Fine. Okay. All excitement. We've actually got the big cup final, the big game against Everton, and then a game against Chelsea. Oh yeah, I suppose I should probably tell you I'm doing the league. That would make sense. Origi should win. Italian call up unlikely for Marolda, despite the fact he scored every game he started. Fine, whatever. So, former Liverpool. Nearly bought him. Former Liverpool. And no, that's it. There's a bit of a rubbish team. Is this from the Championship? Oh, I didn't have any of these players. They're all terrible. This guy? I don't know who that guy is. team of the week in the Premier League. So we're talking former Liverpool, nearly bought him, former Liverpool, nearly bought him, and nearly bought him as well. There we go. That's our exposure. So Everton, how are they doing? Are they okay? Devante Parker's apparently amazing. They're 8th, which is not bad. Who's they got that's good? Scuffet, whatever his name is. They got him. 17 million he's worth. That's quite good. I don't imagine they signed him for that. Oh, they signed him for a fair amount. Fine. Ryan Ledson, who I'm led to believe is a fantastic FM legend on like either the game before or the game after this one. Okay, they got some okay players. They're not really that good. Right. Parmadou Kar. I literally never even thought how odd his name is. Parmadou Kar. He looks angry. He's Norwegian, which gives him Norway knowledge, but also knowledge of the Gambia. Interesting guy. He's also Gambian. Born in Banjul. There you are. So you might have seen him, Ben. Way. Right. Okay. Let's prepare. So let's see how far after 2 9-0s in a row. That's stupid, isn't it? Oh God. Then we got Chelsea on Saturday, and then Everton again. Come on, behave. Right, I'll just play the strongest possible squad I can of who's actually fit. So I'll put Bjorn, Yawn rather. Yeah, I'll put Yawn in. Oh, who wants him? And what for? Leicester want him on loan. Okay. Well, that's not happening, but it's fine. Nicolas Soul is back, so he starts. Good old lad. And so these guys are fine to play. Got Miguel Lopez on the bench because he's good. Or Hoyos. No, Lopez is good. Right, then in midfield, Vladimir is a bit tired, so Samir starts. I'll put on the likes of Zé Luis. Oh, Andre Luis and Zé Luis. Anyway, right, who's on the left wing? Where's Milton's there? Milton's a bit tired. Might put Andre Luis on the... Yeah, swap them over. Cool. So you've got Zé Luis on the bench. Fine. Can I also put someone cool on the bench? Oh, they're all knackered. What? Have they just played a game? Oh, usually it works out because obviously the Club World Championships disrupted my schedule slightly. Boo. Boo you. Who should I have on the bench then? I'll put Milton. That's fine. He's got good natural fitness. He can recover if called upon. Or I suppose I could look in my actual under-21s. Let's have a look there, shall we? Who's knocking about? Stephen Hamann. He was good. DuPont. Yeah, let's put Hamann on the bench. There you go. This is when I end up starting players like that. That's when I lose to Fulham. That's what happens. So Origi's a little bit tired. Let's put Arrillaga in. Esparza. Oh, did I tell Origi that he would start loads of games? He wants to work with Pep Guardiola, who's manager of PSG. Damn it, Pep! I'm still not going to start him. Right, and then Messi can... Oh, the bloody under-21s and their tiredness. Might put Marcotti on the bench anyway, because he scored the other day. He was quite good. Cool. Fine. Marolda or Esparza? I think Esparza. Cool. Okay. I think that's a good team. I think they're going to win. That's what I think. Let's see what the game engine thinks. Actually, let's see what Gareth Oberstaller thinks. He thinks we'll win as well, so that's fine. Liverpool's last meeting with Everton took place at Goodson Park, finished 1-4. I think we're going to be good. So Berisha, we need to close him down. Kozovic, I'm not familiar with. He's okay. Hartman, he's good at passing. Panos, he's fine. Devante Parker, they told me to smash him, so we'll smash. Lewis Cook will smash. Sead Kolasinac, just leave him alone, he's not very good. And Josh Vela, he's fine. They have an okay team. Virgil van Dijk there, of course, before his world-class transformation. Jack Grealish needs to be kicked when he comes on, as does Bernard, as does Ryan Ledson, as does Vaclav Kearney or Cherney, not really sure. Christian Cowley, oh, he's all right. I was expecting him to be like 16 and rubbish, but he's 25 and okay. Right. Expect nothing less than a win for this match to keep our good run going. Good. Happy you guys are on board. I tell you what I'm going to do, actually. I'm going to do a little thing where I've been thinking, when Tornik scored loads of goals, I was playing him in the attacking slot. And he's right-footed as well. So I'm thinking that might be making a difference to his goal scoring. He does like cutting inside and shooting, which is why playing him in the left isn't bad. But then he wastes a lot of opportunities. Whereas Arrillaga is great on the ball. He can drift out wide, and his passing and vision is pretty good as well. So he's good to have in that slot. Even though I always think of him as an out-and-out goal scorer, because he's good in the air and he's like well-rounded. He's got pace, he's got power, he's good in the air. He's actually, so I'll see if this works with him dropping off, and that's good. Okay, let's kick the hell off, guys. See if that was an interesting start. We'll see if there's a discernible difference between swapping those guys around up front and I mean, we can always swap them back. Oh, good play, Aaron. Oh, on the follow-up as well. I suppose I'm going to call him Scuffit. Scuffit is a good keeper. Oh, the follow-ups. We really need to score one of these chances. Otherwise, we're not going to get as good chances in the whole... Oh, see, that's where you want him. That tall Nick right there in front of the goal with the ball on his head. That's ideal. All right, Arrillaga, good decision making on the ball. Samir, maybe not so good, but fine. Oh, Andre Luiz with not the most brilliant cross. Let's see if we get the ball back. That's good. Tornik, make some good decisions, mate. Or just dribble around everyone. That also. Good cross. Oh, I mean, 1 ton Gill. I always have a go at him for shooting, but he scores every now and then. I looked at this. So Pogba's got 19 on long shots. 1 ton Gill has like 12, but 1 ton Gill scores way more goals. Because did he dab? Was that a dab for the celebration? Good Christ! Because so Pogba obviously only scores like amazing 30-yarders, whereas 1 ton Gill, he's so pacey. He sometimes gets on the end of things and reacts quickly to things that other people just can't get to. So he scores little scrappy random goals like that. But then also the odd long ranger. Go on, Arrillaga, as in Harry Beer. Oh, Samir was straight on that. Samir seems to have lost the ball a lot. So maybe he's not having one of his best games. Arrillaga, not quite. Pogba seemed to get far. Tornik got smashed there. Probably felled one of his... Oh, well, that's a shame. Oh, well, it's good to see Esparza then. So Esparza is another one who I think can play in either slot. Obviously, I tend to look at the top 3 and take an average. So the complete forward and false 9 are both more withdrawn positions, whereas the advanced forward is obviously advanced. That makes sense. So he's got 2 withdrawn ones and 1 attacking one. He's got poacher and advanced forward, which are both attacking ones, and complete forward. But, you know, if you compare them, it's like Arrillaga's faster and better in the air. He's marginally better at playing the ball about. But then he's better at finishing, so it's a whole thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put Esparza on the left because he's 2-footed. Simple as that, guys. You can tell I think a lot about this. A lot. Too much. But, you know, if I'm going to do something... Oh, great play, Arrillaga, playing a 1. Oh, lovely goal. played a 1-2 off the Everton player, and then just ran and ran and ran until he scored. Esparza just getting out of the way there. Lovely pink boots as well, a la real life legend Lyle Taylor. And did his arms aloft in celebration, hands slightly camp. Right, don't even let him get a shot on target, lads. That's what I'd say. Right, Esparza, what can he do? Oh, lovely little jink inside. That's how you do it. Right. Oh, I thought we might get a penalty or something from that. Memphis, take it down the line. Wait, yeah, spread it out wide. That's fine. Oh, Andre Luiz has got kicked, but that might not be for long. Samir, make a good decision. He keeps getting tackled. Samir, what are you up to, mate? Come on. You're usually making pretty good decisions. Pog. Oh, I felt like he had enough time for a shot. Oh, that is outrageous. See, that's what he does because he's so good at dribbling. His first touch isn't brilliant, but he's so good at dribbling. He then just goes, meow. And then that finish. Outrageous. So 1 hour lager. Oh, great save. So Samir's earning his crust solely through free kicks. See, I thought Tornik was playing. Oh, 1 ton. Come on, mate. I thought Tornik was playing better in that attacking slot. But actually, 1 hour lager's absolutely smashed it there. So there you go. Winning 3-0. Don't let it drop. Has anyone got a yellow? No. Fine. Good. Let's calmly say, you're good. You're basic. No. You're all fine. Is everyone happy? No, Esparza's still not happy. Let's see if we can make Esparza happy. Last little one. Yay! Everybody's happy, apart from Tornix, whose legs are broken. What a touch there from Kolasinac, my God. Andre Luiz, great dribbler. Oh, bloody hell, man. Samir, every time he's been on a replay, has bloody lost the ball. Ooh, vital block there from Esparza. His finishing is, as we know, clinical. Although, obviously, for someone who's a clinical striker with 20 on shoot, with 20 on finishing, Amy, he does miss some. But then he does score a lot. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. Right. Oh, now we need to think about resting people for the Chelsea match, for God's sake. Esparza, another block. Mother Hubbard. Yeah, so I'll take someone off on 60. Probably be Paulio Pogba, because his fitness has to be monitored and managed more than I'd say pretty much anyone else in my squad. I don't really know why. The stats don't bear it out, but he always gets more tired. So we'll bring on Miguel Lopez because I'm 3-0 up. It's all chill, and I guess I don't really want to save Andre Luiz. Whereas I do want to save, for instance, Memphis. So he'll be my next one off. I might bring on someone vaguely exciting. Oh, Hartman. Right, cool, all good. Harry, that's... Whoa, that looked a lot like he had control of the ball, and then someone got involved behind him and he didn't have control anymore. I.e. a foul from behind, give me a penalty. But apparently not, it's fine. 1 ton, mate. Just because it happened once doesn't... I wonder about that guy. Samir. Oh, he managed to keep the ball this time. Lopez. Esparza's yet to have an actual shot that's not been blocked. But, you know, that one that he has may well go in. So, fingers crossed. Great ball. Oh, interesting play there. I thought Arrilaga was going to go for it more, but... Right, 70 minutes gone. I would take off Andre Luiz, but I actively want to rest Memphis more. So, probably be on Stefan Hammam. I keep calling him Hammam. What's wrong with me? Andre Luiz, he's training to be a left winger, so let's give him a bit of time out on the left. Haman. It's because it's a double N. Haman, like DD Haman. Is training to be a right winger, so they're both learning positions for the last 15 minutes in this League Cup quarter-final against Everton. And that's how I get my players nice and flexible. Just give them time. Give them time, preferably when you're winning in wrong positions. Oh, Arrilaga. That is a beautiful hat-trick. So this finishing actually has been genuinely excellent. Great ball from Esparza. He takes it on, smashes it past whoever this is in the goal. Oh yeah, scuff it. 4-0. Oh, no, Samir, too much to hope for that. Yeah. Yikes, guys. Yikes. Lopez. Oh. Could have scored a late super winner. Even more of a winner than winner. Oh. Come on, man. Bernard. Former Charlton player in my other save. And in real life, former Atletico Mineiro player. I've seen him play live. He played alongside Ronaldinho, and he was excellent. Now in real life, serving Everton and doing a similar job to that he did for Atletico Mineiro. So that's it. He's spoiled our clean sheet, Jorn Deckers, but fine, really good, very happy. Smash Everton, good. Whoops, I just picked someone up by accident. That's fine. I'm not going to sub you at the end of the game. So assists from Mr. Pog, Mr. Andre Luiz, and Ricardo Esparza. Quality stuff, lads. Do I need to say more? Let's say calm, happy, and calm, happy. Is everyone happy? Everyone's happy apart from man of the match, Joan Arrilaga, but whatever. Managed to grab a win. Yeah, it's good. They had one shot on target and it went in. It does make you wonder, having world-class goalkeepers, how so many teams manage to have one shot on it go in against me. Tall Nick, 2 to 3 months with a hamstring. Crap. Oh well, that's unlucky. Although it's not like I'm short of strikers. He's a top player, any team, blah blah blah. Yeah, that's accurate. It's a pretty bad one. Yeah, Juan Arrilaga's great. So yeah, I sent Ben and Josh, who I presume are the audience here, a picture recently of the people in the running for World Golden Ball, and it was four of my front two. So Arrilaga was up, Origi was up, Tall Nick was up, and oddly Esparza was up, which is very strange. I just realised I don't need to play on it anymore. But yeah, I think the hobbling bloody mess of Cristiano Ronaldo at the age of like 37 or 8 now, he will probably win it because it's like an addiction for the game. Right, let's look at. I think there are a few funny names, not too many, so I will shoot through them very quickly. These are all just people I'm signing. These are again just incidental people. Vo Kong Min made me laugh a bit. Patiwat Suanplun. Patiwat Suanplun. Made me chuckle. Jasur Raxmonkilov. I thought it was a bit like Rachmaninov. Raxmonkilov. So yeah, he's like Uzbekistani. Great. Hamza Haji Olad Arab. Or Arab. Hamza Haji Olad Arab. So he's Swedish and Somali. I don't know what his surname is. His first name might be Hamza, and then his surname is Haji Olad Arab. I just don't know, guys. Oh dear. So that made me chuckle. Got any other ones who? Oh yeah, we had a Musa Fall in. He's can play winger, but he is awful, so he's not going to emulate the Musa Fall of Ben's game. Anyone else? Yeah, Abdul Kadir Ahmed Getamise. Getamise. Abdul Qadir Ahmed Getamise. Funny guy. What is he? Is he actually Somali? Yeah, Somali. And plays for Banadir Telecom. Banadir. Oh, funny stuff. Hellings Mwanyongo. Hellings. What a first name. Playing for Bullets FC, of course. And he's Malawian. Hellings. How can that be a first name? Yusufu Dogbatsi. I personally would have put that as like the surname as Georgian. Dogbatsi, like King Clancy. But no, he's Togolese. Yusufu Dogbatsi. Or maybe it's that thing, like the Native American naming thing. It's like dog, bat, see? Anyway, Fungandel Bukanga. Fungandel. Fungandel? What the friggin' Fungandel, time for dinner. For God's sake, Fungandel. Yeah. Horatio Striker, he's a centre mid, he's finishing his 4, his composure's 2, it's funny. Oh dear me. Any more? Chumbinho, we had a young lad called Chumbinho, which echoes of Ben's game, and it's funny. Male son as opposed to female daughter. That made me chuckle because I'm an idiot. Titty and Tita, absolute classic, playing both centre mids. Amendoin, which means almond. Formiga means ant. These are, of course, Brazilian players, so I vaguely know some of their names. Brinquedo means like nonsense or a joke. I think it's Joker, Brinquedo. Right, any more? These are all just people I'm signing. Your Aziz, it's funny. Oh yeah, Jovan Chufegzic. I'm actually signing him. He's quite good. Allegedly. Oh no, well, the most recent scout report said he's not that good. Don't know why I'm signing him. How much am I signing him for? 3.2 million? That seems like too much. Oh well. Well, okay, these usually cheer me right up, but that particular one has made me question my judgment slightly. See, it's all well and good. When I sign them, usually it's like the scout. Oh right, no, he's actually got better, allegedly. So the scout will say like star or so he came out and they said he was going to be good but not that good. Now he's going to be better, allegedly. How strange. I don't know how these things work. I don't know how they work, and I spent a lot of time thinking about them. So who knows? Right, let's look at what's coming up. So we've got a chunk of Premier League games. We've got FA Cup kicking off. Got the Capital One Cup semi-final. So Lord knows. So what is it now? December. I might do a kind of a mid-action update, maybe around the knockout rounds or something like that. There'll probably be some FA Cup games around there as well, and then we can kind of do it. So 3 months and then 3 months to hit up the end of the season as well. So that might be nice. We might do that. Let's find out. Let's see. Next time on the Anfield Boot Room. Smooth. All right, bye guys.